So you guys know how I do. I like to get straight to the point in my videos and let you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so this video is going to be about low porosity hair. I'm going to do a video about high porosity also, but this one's going to be about low porosity and stuff. Okay, so there are a couple ways you can test to see if you have low or high porosity. You can do the cup test, which you can do like water in a cup, and preferably a glass cup that you can see through. If your hair floats to the top, stays at the top, you have low porosity. If it's in the middle, you have if it floats in the middle, you have normal porosity. If it sinks to the bottom, you have high porosity hair. And porosity is basically like pores. The pores on the hair strands are either open or closed. On low porosity hair, the pores are closed. And so it's harder for it to absorb products and things like that. And so that's why it's a good way. It's a good to know what type of hair porosity you have, so you'll know what you need to do for your hair to absorb products. If you have like low porosity hair, when you deep condition, you need to put heat on your hair, open up those pores so the deep conditioner can get inside of the hair strands. Low porosity hair, it is hard for the products to absorb the hair and the products to absorb into the hair strands. Also, let me go back to the test. Another way you can test to see if you have low or high porosity, you take a strand of hair and you can run your fingers up and down the strand of hair. Now, if that strand feels smooth when you go up, then you have low porosity hair. If you run your fingers up and it feels like bumpy or anything like that, then you have high porosity hair. Another thing about when you are conditioning or deep conditioning with high porosity hair, you want to use hot water, or the water is warm, as hot as you can stand it without burning yourself or your head. And that opens up the hair strands, the hair cuticles, and so moisture can get inside. And another way you can tell, like low porosity people, their hair tends to take a long time for it to dry. When it's wet, the water just beads up on the hair. You can see little water bead droplets on the hair strands. Things like grease and butter just kind of sits there, and people with low porosity hair get product buildup real easily because the the products aren't getting inside the hair strands. You also want to make sure you know your porosity, so that you know what type of products to use and things like that. Or if you have low porosity hair and you like that shine, and you can use heavy butters and shade, because it's just going to sit there and you're going to see it's going to shine, it's going to look greasy. So if you like that look, then you have low porosity hair, then that's what you can go for. Another thing about low porosity hair, people tend to be more protein sensitive. So products with protein in it tends to make the hair straw-like, dry, and their hair strand doesn't tend to like the protein. And so if you have low porosity hair, you want to watch out for products with protein in it, or limit the time of usage. Like if you gonna deep condition with a protein, you want to leave it on for like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. You don't want to go hours or overnight like somebody with high porosity does. I have high porosity hair. What else about low porosity? Let me see. Oh, when you rinse your hair, and if you have low porosity hair, when you rinse your deep conditioners or conditioners, you want to rinse it with cold water, and that way it seals it inside of the hair strands. It absorbs inside of the hair cuticles. Um, and so I think that's pretty much it that I have about low porosity. But I'm going to make another video about high porosity, so make sure you watch that. If you have any questions, ask them down below. Um, if you want to see me do another video or something, just let me know. Ask down below. I have a Facebook group. It's called Grow Long Kinky Curly Hair. Also, you can join that group. It's on Facebook. Thumbs up this video if you like it. Hit thumbs down if you don't. What else? Well, I think that's about it. So, thank you guys for watching, and talk to you later.